get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo? Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, looking shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Like you really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they're curious. I mean, in my unit, do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Outright, he finds Tolbert. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. He's going to float this one deep right side. Here's a diving catch right side. That one good for 37 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Prescott down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. By Johnson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 27-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A really close eye now, because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Flush to his right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here, as this is returned just shy of midfield.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. 4th down. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play down.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Play action. Now it's Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
You look at this Cowboy defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a give, running left is right. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again here with Wright. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 21-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Lawrence Cager, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read,
He recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Here's Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a loose football. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now
his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. You're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Chandler. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ty Chandler, 38 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Oh, he sheds himself free. Oh, still won't go down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Prescott from the gun. Complete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Prescott. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Wright. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Complete to Wright. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wright's got it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Daniels. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Now they'll change things up. They go play action. Daniels. This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's a give to Wright.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Prescott.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll work the middle here with Wright. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. To throw is Daniels. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He finds his man complete. It's Chandler, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Well, Prescott here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's show them momentum, offense. Run that ball downfield, son. Come on, man. Run that ball down. All right, boys, let's keep it up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Daniels. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. But now an audible here into something else. Daniels looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes second down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken